these are going to make their way into hydro. Now, if anybody remembers that teeny tiny tomatillo plant and these tomatoes and that teeny tiny tomato plant that I put in there, I can't even pull it out really. I mean, the root ball is just pretty crazy on there. And that one is so big that you actually can barely get the root ball out. These guys did not make it. Remember, these were the ones we were trying to save. So we're going to try again. But these ones, as you can see, are doing great. These ones are struggling. We're going to try to fix them right now, but we'll see. And then this is the Serrano. So, doing amazing. Matter of fact, I don't know if you can even tell how awesome. And this blue tote here is about to be transformed. Stay tuned. Okay, so this is 45 gallons, and as you can see, we've done 8 holes. I've seen people use these totes for various things, bush beans, as well as lettuces, leafy greens, things like that. This is a 2-inch net cup. This is a 3-inch net cup, so you can kind of see the difference. These are the 2-inch holes. So this will go in here, the clay pods will go in here, the plant, and then they'll just go from there, as the root system has a ton of room in here, and this will block out any light really well. We are going to try the bush beans in this. I've seen a lot of people with great success trying it, so we're going to give it a go. We will also be planting beans outside. So these guys, I guess, will get excuse me, a week head start because of their rain. So we'll have to account for that head start when we do our calculations for our experiment. But let's get them planted. Alright, got this planted. These 2 are bush beans. These 6 are bush cucumbers, and they can be planted together, but we'll see how they go, what we need to separate. They are spaced out evenly and according to package directions. These ones over here, oh, I got a bug on me. These ones over here that have just the holes, we just got done mixing those. So it was a little bit difficult because I was trying to do math and pour chemicals and all that. So these buckets, they look clear on the camera, but they're actually kind of dingy. So we got the water, put it in the buckets. Then I tested my pH, and I wanted it between 5.5 and 6.5. So I got my pH down in there. It's testing correctly. And then I went ahead and put in I got my little workstation up here. I put in my Flora Bloom, my Flora Grow, my Flora Micro, and my Cal Mag, calcium magnesium. So then I've got my clay pellets soaking to get all the clay dust off of them. I've got different sizes of net cups we talked about earlier. So now these have been stirred. So all I have to do, now that the lids are on, is put a plant in the net cup and put it in. So we're going to show you how to do that now. Alright, so I got my net cup. And then, oh, I had something in my nose. Alright, so of these that we can plant, we're going to just go ahead and get it dry. These are our yellow squash. So I take it out. It's got a good system here. I'm just going to brush some of the dirt off. I'm going to ruffle it a little bit. And yes, and then this one did germinate. So you can ruffle it up, get everything off. I'm trying to still be gentle. You don't have to take it all off at all. Get it, good and stringy. And you can put it in, I'm going to get my roots down, put it in my cup, and then it's over to my pebbles. I just do it right over what I'm doing. So that way I'm not dropping pebbles everywhere. I got that in there. I got it all packed down. It looks something like this. The roots will end up coming down crazy. We're going to come over here and we will just plop it in the bucket. So when you plop it in your bucket, leave it there, take it out. Is the bottom of your cup wet? You've got to have it wet. If it is, plop her back in there. Done. Then I'll go ahead and repeat for all these things. So let's fast forward. Okay, well, so this is a little bit weak, so we just did that so we can make sure that it's all, held together, because we do have to be out of town for a second. So these are the ones that you've seen up to this point. Then we're going to try ground cherries. We've got an early girl and a pineapple. So this is like the little tomato section. These two I'm going to try to revive, Berkeley and Aroma. We've got a yellow squash and a zucchini. Then I've got 2 Sumter cucumber slicers, 2 cucamelons, 2 apple cukes, and 2 lemon cukes. And these are only in here temporarily. They'll be on a trellis system, even in their hydros. These do not need a trellis. They'll just be supported because these are bush. So this is all we're going to do for right now. And then next week we will be planting some of our in-ground stuff and starting more hydroponic buckets. And then the following week we will plant a little bit more. And that's what we'll be doing for a couple weeks. So we've got tons of stuff coming up. These are hard to see on camera because these are flowers and they're really tiny, but they are in there. And then the sunflowers are going to be going out. We've got melons. He took in a tray that we're going to be planting out, and some of those are hydroponics, so we didn't do all of them yet. We just did about 9 buckets today. Some plants started to go with the heat, but they're coming back, so we're going to continue to revive them. This is a mix of tomatoes and peppers. They just got watered, so it's dripping everywhere. But the greenhouse is a disaster right now. That's okay. It'll get cleaned out here shortly. This has a ton of tomatoes on it, so I'm leaving it for now. We're going to deal with it on Saturday and see what we've got. I wanted to experiment with that a little bit, and I'll be ordering some more of our pH down, and the ducks hang out in here in the evening time, so we'll see if these guys come back. But thanks so much for following along. That's all I have for you today, and we will see you tomorrow. Carrots.